Hello, and welcome to the Critics Corner. I just watched the most amazing TV show on Netflix called Burning Down the House. It's a Japanese TV show, and it is amazing. So the story goes like this. I just found myself in some of the characters, and I think you might too. The Matari family, they're a wealthy family and run a hospital bearing the family name. One day, their home burns down, and the story takes us to 13 years later when Mr. Matari's eldest daughter goes undercover as a housekeeper. Her name is Anzu, to discover who caused the fire. Now, Anzu's mother took the blame because she wasn't quite sure if she left the stove on or not. So she thought she did it. And then, as a result of all that, being traumatized like that, she developed amnesia and she's been in the hospital and all that stuff. So 13 years later, at this time, Mr. Matari has now divorced the first wife, Satsuki, and he marries her friend, Makiko. Makiko was poor. She had two kids, two sons. She was trying to imitate Suzuki, who was elegant and sophisticated and kind. And she would they would bond, and she would come over. And then Makiko started telling the husband that Suzuki wasn't happy and, spreading all these different lies. So you have to be careful of the people you let in your life. Anyway, so the eldest daughter believes that Makiko, the second wife, started the fire to try and steal the husband away. So she ended up doing that. She ended up marrying the father. The father doesn't see his two daughters or his ex-wife for 13 years. So that's why when Makiko, the second wife, hires the eldest daughter as the housekeeper, the father never meets her. She changes her name, and Makiko doesn't know that it's the eldest daughter. So the eldest daughter is trying to snoop and get information and see, because she wants to help her mother get rid of all the guilt and shame that she has. I really related to Anzu, the eldest daughter, because when my dad got divorced from my mom, I rarely saw him. So daddy issues, we both had the daddy issues, and so I could really relate to that, and being pissed off. Anyway, so the dad is raising his two stepsons as if they are his own children, and he's going to let them take over the hospital and all this kind of stuff. But the story is all about trust, betrayal, revenge, amnesia, becoming, because there is a son, one of the sons that lives in the house as a hermit, because he's not sure who started the fire and he feels guilty living in this house. It's a beautiful house. It's like a mansion, very nice house. So they go from living in poverty to living in this really nice house. And also, the dad was their friend's father. So they basically have assumed their life. And this is too much for the eldest brother. So he becomes a hermit and he never leaves his room. And his mother has convinced him that there is no place for him in society because he's taken too long. He didn't go to medical school when he got in, and he doesn't have a skill set. So she's like, don't worry, I'll take care of you. So he's thinking that he is a doomed person. But the relationship that he had with Anzu when they were little, they were very close, and she enjoyed being around him. She helped to break him out of that spiral of despair and depression and hopelessness, and helped him reshape his life. So that storyline is going on, and there's the storyline of the trust and betrayal with the two friends. There's the storyline of Anzu with her father and how he's betrayed her and how he just doesn't seem to care, because Makiko, his second wife, really can manipulate him in a lot of different ways. So at one time, it seems like he's coming around and saying, yeah, I see what you mean about maybe Makiko started the fire. And then in the next minute, he's doing a press conference saying, I could never leave my wife, Makiko. She's the most amazing person in my life. So there's all that confusion. And then you have the younger sister, who is Yuzu, and she is trying to help her older sister prove this, because they really want their mother to regain her mindset, to get out of this amnesia and to live a functioning life again, because right now she's in a hospital. I highly recommend you check out Burning Down the House on Netflix. It's a Japanese drama. It is written so well, with a lot of evolving plot twist, and the ending will surprise you. I did not see that ending coming. But the champion of the story, to me, is Anzu, the eldest daughter who goes undercover. She is focused, determined, strong, honest, and very clear thinking. I love her spirit and her character, and I'm tempted to watch it again. It was so good. Anyway, this is the Critics Corner, and I hope you check it out, and I look forward to hearing what you think about it.